Hi, how you doing? It's me, Gerald Reynolds, Portland, Oregon. Haven't seen Angela for a while. Oh yeah, she's getting married. Congrats, forgot, yeah. Anyway, a lot of stuff's come out this week. There's been a lot of news about medical marijuana, for one thing. A lot of states ratified their citizens' vote and have gone ahead with their medical marijuana program. Things are working real fine in that regard. And then we get a new so-called drug czar, I guess, and he even comes out and says, I guess they're trying to put to rest the phraseology of the lexicon, like the war on drugs. He actually said it's time to end the war on drugs because it is really nothing more than a war on people. I hope we can trust this guy. I hope that he's really going to implement changes within his system, within the Justice Department itself, for instance, to be able to manifest that correctly. Otherwise, it's just putting the phrase to bed, and it doesn't matter. You still have to call the DEA and tell them, stop what you're doing, calm down, leave the pot alone. They're not hurting anybody. I mean, come on. And then there's this crazy crap going on with everybody trying to be so respectful of each other's religions. For crying out loud, since when does religion really deserve any respect? What's it done for you? Nothing, I imagine. About as much as it's done for me. I've had people pray for me for the past 5 years to get my legs back. And of course, it hasn't happened. The answers you get for prayer are yes, no, and wait. Just wait, have faith. Silly, very silly how the people actually believe that prayer works. That little ritual about saying something to a non-existent deity can actually change the dynamic of the earth to coincide with what you desire. It doesn't make any sense. And you know what, President Obama? I don't care what church you go to on Sunday. Well, let's use that time that these Jesus freaks and everybody, the time that they want you to focus on this so-called, worshiping. Why don't you worship the people and go and fiddle in the garden that your wife built with some school kids? Do that for an hour instead of going to a church. Go plant a couple trees or something, and then tell the evangelicals to shut up. Leave it alone. I mean, for crying out loud, we got parents talking their kids into suing their teachers for making fun of creationism. Yeah, you heard that. Can you believe that? And the church, I mean, the judge actually found in favor of this student that he had no right, the teacher had no right to ridicule his religion according to the First Amendment. What? That's the point. It's separation of the two. It's the only thing the First Amendment guarantees. It doesn't guarantee you won't get ridiculed if you make believe. And isn't the truth the best defense to a suit like that? Where he says, oh, you're making fun of me because it's not true. Tell them they have to prove it. It has to be true for you to have slandered someone, right? Well, if it isn't true, if it didn't really, whatever it was, the news, the media, we didn't even get to hear. We have no idea what really went on. I even read your letter, Mr. Corbin. Was it Corbin? I'm so sorry, I forgot your name, the teacher. Good letter, but you should have went a little further. Yeah. And as far as a teacher, they've got the right, the desire, and they have the obligation to edify in a rational and reasonable way, especially when talking about science. For crying out loud, if you start talking about science and the origin of species and such, evolution, You know darn good well there's going to be Christians who are going to be questioning, and they're really going to want to put creationism in the curriculum. But you have to stand firm. You say, when you come into this science class, you have to leave your myths at the threshold or at home. I don't want them in here, they don't belong in here, and all of it is just personifications of the reality. So just leave that alone and we'll teach science here. Why not? Of course Noah's Ark is being made fun of. It's stupid. Creationism in the first place is going to be made fun of. It's stupid. There's so much going on. I can't believe that a judge actually found in favor of this student. I'm amazed. Absolutely. I think the judge ought to be sued because that's an unconstitutional decision as far as I'm concerned. Just like the ban on gay marriage in California, isn't that unconstitutional? Telling them they can't do something because of their sexual preference? Shouldn't a judge be involved in that anyway? Prop 8. Well, good night. This was a good report on my case, on my side. I appreciate you all listening. Thank you very much. Portland, Oregon, Carol Ralph Reynolds signing off.